The year 1929. I was just taking a snooze after being at the local speakeasy. I was having just a peachy keen day. That is, until she came in.
Detective Pickles, I need your help.
Look here, Toots. Everybody always needs my help.
But I got a real problem here.
You think you got problems?
The 1920s were a time of peace and great prosperity. After World War I, the Roaring Twenties were fueled by increased industrialization and new technologies, such as the radio, the automobile, and air flight. This benefited the economy greatly, and people started to spend more and more money. As the Dow Jones Industrial Average soared, many investors quickly bought up all the shares they could. Stocks were seen as extremely safe by most economists, and from 1921 to 1929, the Dow Jones rocketed from 60 to 400. People everywhere were instantly becoming millionaires. Investors mortgaged their homes and foolishly invested their life savings in hot stocks, such as Ford and RCA. To the average investor, the stocks were a sure thing. Although few people actually studied the fundamentals of the companies they invested in, few people actually thought a crash was possible. Shortly before the crash, Irving Fisher famously proclaimed,
I have come to the conclusion that the stock market prices have reached what looks like a permanent high plateau.
In the days leading up to Black Thursday, the market was severely unstable. Periods of selling and high volumes of trading were interspread with brief periods of rising prices and recovery. At 5 o'clock a.m. on Thursday, October 29th, 1929, the stock market crashed. This launched the Great Depression. The New York Stock Exchange lost $4 billion in just one day. It kept falling, and falling for a whole month. It wasn't until late 1954 that it rose to pre-1929 levels. Due to immense shock of the economic downfall, some people literally jumped out of windows. Winston Churchill, visiting New York, was awakened the day after Black Tuesday by the noise of a crowd outside the Savoy Plaza Hotel. Quote, under my very window, a gentleman cast himself down 15 stories and was dashed to pieces, causing a wild commotion and the arrival of the fire brigade. The political overreactions to the crash, such as the passage of the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, caused more harm than the crash itself. The Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act imposed an effective tax rate of 60% more on 3,200 products and materials imported into the U.S., quadrupling previous tariff rates. In 1933, because of the stock market crash, the FDIC, or Federal Department of Insurance Corporation, was created to guarantee checking and saving deposits.
Sorry about your problems. I was just looking for the John.
The John? What kind of name is the John? Who names their kid the John? That's weird.
The John, like the powder room?
The John? Ugh, you're driving me bonkers, dollface. It's down the hall.
Getting really dizzy. Getting really dizzy. Mr. Cummings better give us an A on this project.